What is up, everyone? Saturday morning vibes, right? Look at us. Look at us. Thanks for dropping in on a Saturday morning. Normally we don't do these on Saturdays, but listen, all those packs dropped. I was looking at the marketplace, some interesting stuff. I was like, do we get on? You know, surprise, surprise. So if you've got that notification bell on, that's why you're here right now, right? We had a bunch of fun games. I don't think we're going to go too deep into the games last night. I'm more just interested, like a shit ton of packs dropped, right? So I want to see what happened. But first of all, Cooper, early morning grind is real. So good to see you. What's up, Raj? We get some dubs here, and we got to buy more book, right? We got to buy more book. But I hope everybody gets some good. Yeah, just Josh, as I was going to say it. Hope you all got some good packs last night. I know we streamed a little bit, the whole crew last night, and we were hearing a lot from the chat that it was mostly garbage. So I hope it wasn't all good garbage. You know what I mean? Shout out to Nerdbird who hit our little giveaway last night. All right. Also, there's some comments about like putting together a Discord too. That's coming. We're pretty close to that. So. We're pretty close to that. So stay tuned. Morning, yes, garbage, straight garbage. Market is tanking. All right, so a lot of positive vibes in the chat this morning. All right, let's get into it, right? Let's go. Let's look at the marketplace a little bit. Let me refresh this. We'll share a little screen action, and then let's look at some stuff that happened. All right. Oh, you know what? Let me do this real quick. Let me get this down here. Okay, that's a little bit better. All right. First things first. The market is LeBron, right? So let's look at LeBron's new moments. That assist out of 35,000. Low point going for 190. Now, do we think that's where it settles? Also, look at this baseball pass. Just hucks that thing to Caldwell Pope, huh? Do we think it settles at 190? Or do we think this is like we go low first, so people who are trying to flip packs, and then it settles maybe around like 250, 260, something like that? What are our thoughts on that? Also, Savon's right here. Buy the dips, baby. Buy them dips. Yeah, this is good. They even said, though, before pre-order that it was aimed towards collectors and not investors, flippers. Right, well, we've talked about this a little bit too. The goal of these common packs is that they're considered common, right? So that your $9 pack should be worth $9, and then maybe you get lucky and you get something exciting. So the fact that these packs are still 2xing, right? Like if you take your 3 moments, you're still getting to $18, right? I think it's I don't think that's necessarily the worst thing. I think we were just all in the mind that if we buy a pack, we're gonna 10x right away, and that's not how it's gonna roll, right? But yeah, where do we think this? Oh, Ayub says most LeBrons aren't even out. It'll go down. No, that's true. The only thing I was saying about the LeBron, the reason I was like, maybe this creeps up a little bit more is just because it's LeBron. I think after we see like the first rush of people selling the LeBrons, but that's a good point. There's still so many more to go, right? There's still so many more LeBrons to go. Great point here. Nerdbird, I won the bacon. Just need a player named Eggs. Run it back. Maybe run it back with a Greg Elo. I love that. Oh, wow. What else we got? Here? Still 30K of those. Yeah. All right. So maybe we think it goes down a little bit, right? Maybe we think it goes down. Is that what we're saying? Can't Stop Colin says pulled the Okongwu Elite from pre-order pack. Should I hold or sell? Or thoughts? Let's pull up Okongwu real quick. Yeah, I don't really know. It's funny. We're still, oh gosh. There we go. Going for 220. Oh yeah, that's right. Because this is out of the 4,000. I don't know. I mean, I would at least hold till those rookie badges come out and then kind of see what happens, you know? Right? Hold until then. And then it depends how high you are on a Okongwu. Those rookies are interesting. We talked about this a little bit last night too, right? If we don't think, right, rookies are shiny new toys everyone's excited about, but like if they're not going to be good, like if you get a Dana Barros rookie card, how thrilled are you about that? Like you got that back in the 90s. You thrilled you're still holding on your Dana Barros rookie? So I think it's worth holding if we think they're going to be good. So I think there's better arguments for a bunch of those dudes, but he's still so young and so raw. So I think we gotta wait on that, right? But that's interesting. I also wanted to pull up. There was some chatter about this earlier. Ooh, Matt Perkins got two of. Oh, your buddy got two of those LeBrons. Yeah, and then okay, so let's take an early morning L with that LeBron. Early morning L with it. Let's pull up. This is my favorite. This is my favorite right here. Talon Horton Tucker. Oh man, I love this dude. 84. 84 seems like a lot. 84 seems like quite a bit. This is out of 35,000, right? Oh no. I'm not sure what this is out of. But man, I love Horton Tucker. He almost put up like a nasty dunk last night on the Pacers game. We get some Wiseman in the chat here. Let's pull up some James. I haven't looked at this new moment yet either. So this still, and this is going for 30 for his 35,000. And compare it to the Halliburton, which is going for, I think, 40 something, right? His 44. That feels a little underpriced. Even though, again, there's going to be so many more, but it's still a rookie. Like, it's not his first moment, but it's still a rookie moment. It's a pretty nice dunk. Spin on little Derrick Jones Jr. Put him in a little spin cycle. I like that Wiseman. Sean asked when the badges are coming out. Well, he should be coming out soon. They should be coming out soon. I would say within the next couple of weeks, right? At least we hope. Ooh. Aaron Gordon is going to have cool-looking moments while also not providing a lot of value. It's this one. Dunk on Giannis. Here we go. Here we go. Bang. Oh, wow. Okay. That finish is a little funky. It is nice that it's on Giannis. All right, but here's the thing that I really wanted to see. I got sidetracked because I was excited to look at players. So let's look at, because everybody was like, when are we going back to the dollar moments, right? When are we going back to the dollar moments? And when people are, frustrated with the value of their packs, they're like, oh, I got crap. So right now, say this is your pack right here. Evan Fournier, DeLon Wright, and Eric Gordon. You're still plus $3. Right. So worst case scenario, you're plus $3. And people were like, are we going to get the dollar moments back in the marketplace? Doesn't look like we're quite there yet. But this is what we got right here. Like a Devontae Graham going for $4 is kind of nuts to me. I'm not saying go buy it because again, it's out of 35,000. Who knows? But yeah, I get the frustration of being like, man, this not a sick pack, but we're still at the point where we're returning on investments or gift. Yeah. So I got a bad DeLon Wright, sell it for $3 or gift it. I'd just hang on at that point. I would just hang on. Who knows what DeLon's going to do? Who knows? Also, shout out Perk. Yeah. If you're here for the first time, subscribe and like the stream. Let's get more people in here, right? We got 60 some odd people watching this right now. Let me see how many likes we got on that old YouTube stream. Only 18. That's not enough. So let's get some more likes. Also, I'll say that we do this Monday through Friday. We're only doing it today. This will be an abridged version just because I looked at the marketplace and I was like, oh, wow, interesting stuff happening. Let's get on for a little bit. So this will just be a little abridged. Let's see what other questions we got in here. Sold my Pascal for $60. Not interested in this challenge, but a good ROI. Yeah, sure. Absolutely. And then you can, if you want to withdraw, but go reinvest it. THT moment makes me think that Lakers fans could pull a GameStop with Lakers moments, right? We're still so new. Has Lakers Twitter found NBA Top Shot yet? And THT is like Caruso on steroids for the Lakers fans. Like we love and I'm not a Lakers fan and I love THT. So totally agree on that. Totally agree. Also shout out Tobel Roos. What's up? Ooh, check out Joe Harris, Ellie. Let's see. Joe Harris getting a 4,000. What's going on here? Is that in the? Oh, this is Series 1. Hey, we're Trevor. Thanks for coming. We're Pro Series 1 here. Pro Series 1, first moment on the site. Nice little layup. Yeah, we like Joe Harris. Future NBA champion Joe Harris. Is that right? Who knows? Noah Bridge, we're spoiled now 7 days a week. We are not going to be 7 days a week. I'll tell you that right now. Also, that my fiance was going to be sleeping a little bit later today, and I can hear her, so this will be an abridged version. Chris says Conley challenge. I assume they will drop more packs, so probably patience to be had there. Yeah, with the Conley challenge, yeah. I mean, I don't. What's the deadline on the Conley challenge? Let's look at that real quick. I'm not rushing to complete that yet. I don't. Yeah, so you still got 19 days on the Conley challenge. Let's look at it right now. Like, what's this BAM? Yeah, the low for the BAM is 42. So the low for the BAM is more expensive than a Wiseman and comparable to what's his name? Halliburton. DeRozan, the low for the 31. Yeah, I'm waiting on these guys. I'm waiting. Unless that Pascal for 40. I'm waiting. I think everyone's a little trigger happy. Like, we have to secure the challenge. I don't think, just hold for a little bit and then get into it. EMC, we're going to go back to LeBron in a little bit. The only reason I'm not going to talk about it right away is we did it 5 minutes ago, but I know there's going to be a lot of LeBron questions, so we'll go back to it. Promise. Did I miss PJ? Oh God. Yeah. Let's pull up PJ Washington. All right. Actually, we're not going to do. No, we're not going to do PJ Washington yet. I'm sorry. I was thinking when you said PJ, this is what I heard. Oh, here we go. You see KPG drop buckets last night. We do have to talk about Kevin Porter Jr. So Kevin Porter Jr., he's now going to be playing a lot of minutes. He's showing that he can put up big stat lines. Let's run his second game back in the league for the Rockets. Let's look at his stat line real quick, especially with Eric Gordon out for 4 to 6 weeks. Kevin Porter Jr. in 37 minutes put up 27 points, 8 assists, 3 rebounds. Holy hell. You've already seen his first moment has gone up like $90 in the last 24 hours. Wow. I know no one's probably trying to spend big time money right now, but that feels like that's going to continue to go up. He is doing some sexy stuff out there. Yeah, back to the Conley challenge. $200 for the Conley challenge. We didn't is the Conley going to be included in any of the Seeing Stars challenge? Like, what are you going to need the Conley for? The Conley is a nice moment. I agree, but I just don't think you need to spend $200 on that right now when you can probably get it under 100 in 2 weeks, I think. That's my personal opinion. And again, it's not financial advice. About Buddy Hield. Oh, yeah. Nerdbird, were you here when we talked about Buddy earlier this week? I agree, too. Especially, you said this in the comments, hoping for a trade contender. Yeah, I think so. I think Buddy gets moved. If the Kings are realistic about what they're doing, they have to move Buddy. The new Lillard. Oh man, I love Dame. I'm here for all Dame Lillard moments. Let's pull up this one. What's fun about this morning is I haven't seen a lot of these moments, so I'm just excited to pull them up. Oh, it's that game against the Bulls where he hits the game winner. Oh, filthy. I just wish do we get a little bit of this right after? Do we get a little Dame time? Do we get oh, man, I just need someone tapping their wrist. That's nice. That is a nice moment. Yeah, the hour-long restrictions are pretty tough, right? And I think that's going to slow down the dip of the market, because I think in real time this would be coming down faster and then building up. That's why I was saying this last night. I'm ready to get to like Wednesday of next week. I want the rush of the pre-order pack to be over. I want the initial market dip to happen, and then I want to get a better feel for like what these 35,000 CCs are actually worth. What does it do to Series 2, Series 1? It's really hard to get a feel for that until the market like reacts. So I'm with you on that. I am totally with you on that. Conley will be at 20K. Yeah, I agree. Also, Perk, don't joke about that. We're all hoping that the Cool Cats drop is tomorrow, because as we said last night, we're going to do a live stream tomorrow, hopefully during the Cool Cats drop, where if you haven't opened your pre-order pack and want to do it on the stream, we can all do that together. A big old party. $300. What to buy right now that is a low price. All right, let's do a little filter search, huh? All right, adjusting the settings on my computer to 125 really throws me. All right, and let's list by descending. Let's see, what can we get for 300? Gary Harris, Series 1. Not so thrilled about that. Jimmy Butler, Series 1 for 300 feels a little underpriced, especially, I don't know if you're paying attention to what Jimmy's doing right now with Bam Adebayo out, but he is putting up big old numbers. I think we forgot about the Heat because he missed a bunch of games. They got off to a slow start. I would not want to play them in the playoffs, even if Kelly Olynyk's in the starting lineup. I still wouldn't want to be matched up against the Heat. Jamal Murray, I love Jamal Murray. I feel like this is a nice moment too. All of Jamal Murray's handles are so fun. Like he's so creative with the ball. So Jamal Murray's kind of nice. Karis LeVert, this is an opportunity to buy low on Karis LeVert, I think, because last night was his first night back. The Pacers held with the Lakers tough till the fourth quarter. I like Karis LeVert quite a bit. I think he's going to be a nice shot in the arm for the Pacers. So that's a fun one. DeMar DeRozan, Series 1. There's a lot of Series 1 here. Tyrese Maxey, rookie, which is under 4,000. It's kind of hard to tell what the ceiling is on Maxey. The thing that I like about Maxey is the Sixers were hesitant to move him when the Harden deal came up, right? So that's what's kind of nice about Tyrese. Like the Sixers obviously really believe in him. Bol out of 1640 is pretty nice, especially if you think the Nuggets are going to make a move. If the Nuggets make a move, Bol becomes he's probably one of the pieces that gets moved. So now all of a sudden he's going to get minutes. Denny Avdija, we've talked about a little bit. He's developing. He's another rookie out of 4,000, getting a ton of minutes. Malcolm Brogdon, just like grossly underpriced on this website. And these are all Series 1, and I really like getting involved in Series 1. Sabonis' first moment at 275. Bingo. That's me. That's where I'm going. That's the one that sticks out the most to me, I think. Precious Achiuwa, that's another fun one. You're buying low. DeAndre Ayton, again, people hate DeAndre Ayton. I believe this is his first moment on the site too. Dude, the Suns are legit. The Suns have a chance at going deep in the playoffs, and DeAndre Ayton is just like scratching the surface with Chris Paul. So I'm excited about that. All right, that's where I am on that call. Good question. Let's look up Anthony Edwards. It's fun seeing what the rookies' first price is on these 35K drops. 43. I mean, if you just think so many more, I mean, this feels appropriately priced right now, but then as more hit the market, because again, right, people are only posting one thing an hour. You assume people sleep too, so that takes some people off the market. You'd think it's going to come down a little bit. Maybe it settles in the $30 range. The Cool Cats packs are $14. Yeah, and a good point by Perk, right? So because it says CC plus, like 35,000 plus, we don't know. Like it might stop at 35,000, but it might go higher. Oh, baby. Keaton, we're talking about Ja. I love Ja, man. I think people forgot how sick he is. And, oh, yeah, right. We have the filters on. I think people forgot how nasty Ja is. And because, the Grizzlies were off to a slower start, he got hurt. He came back. He wasn't fully healthy. All right, so which one did you buy? You bought Series 2 out of 10,961 yesterday for 127. I like that. And, I mean, at the height, and now it's down to 116. At the height of the market, though, this was like so much higher, right? This was going for like 400 or something like that. So I like Ja. Oh, here we go, Basketball Empire. Wicked smart kid. 300 on Marcus, dude. That kid is tough. Wes, if you go back to the old streams, there's like a button that says like show live chat versus the comments that came post chat. So you just got to click the live chat and then it'll all pop up. It'll all populate. Yeah, Ruben, I'm totally with you, man. Butler is one of the most undervalued players on Top Shot. I agree. I don't know. We don't know why we do it. Shout out Craig. What's up, Craig? Yeah, Roshan, there's normally not a one. I just get too excited. I saw the marketplace. I was like, let's go. Let's see what's happening. It's time to party. You know what I mean? Yeah, LeVert mood yesterday. Wait until he gets only 18 minutes a game the first week back. Yeah, right. Because they're gonna ease him back in, right? Is that what you're saying? They're gonna ease him back in, and then all of a sudden, I mean, they need him. They need a score because right now Jeremy Lamb is getting those minutes, and Doug McDermott. I mean, McDermott will still play, but I'd rather get those minutes. What an upgrade from LeVert to Lamb. Rui is $7. Is that the new 35,000? I'm just not like, I'm not a huge fan of Rui. Now he's down to $6. Breaking news, down to 6. I don't know. I feel like Rui is what he is. I'm sure he's going to continue to get better. I've watched too much Wizards basketball, and I don't know. I don't like love the Rui. Yeah. What do we think this does to the MVP race? I think this is fascinating about the Embiid injury. I'm very happy. I was scared that was going to be a long-term injury, and I want the Sixers full strength going up against the Nets in the Eastern Conference Finals. I need that. So I'm happy it's 2 to 3 weeks, but him missing 2 to 3 weeks is going to impact the MVP race because I think games played is going to matter. So if he misses, I don't know, say he misses 10 games or something, and he's already missed 6 or 7. So now you're saying you missed 17 games of the 72. Does that impact, say, and Jokic plays 68 of the 72, and Denver has a nice second half? Does now, because Embiid was the clear MVP favorite, but how does that impact the MVP race? Which in turn, a lot of people were investing in Embiid because he's like, oh man, could go to the finals, like favorite for MVP. It's going to be a lot of value there. And now all of a sudden, does this open the window for LeBron again? Does Jokic sneak in there? Harden, as Sean just put in all caps. I think all of it just changes the landscape of the MVP race a little bit, which I don't know. I think that's interesting. I'm into that. Thanks, Perk. A lot of love from Perk. Damn it, Smokey the Bear. What are we doing talking about LaMarcus Aldridge? Let's see. I'm just curious if his price continued to go up. All right, settled back down at $20. Good. I saw this going up to 27. I was like, what are you all smoking? Everybody relax on LaMarcus. Thank you. Blake Griffin, one moment on the site sitting at $100 value, increases once the badge comes out or already priced in. Grains. Oh, thanks, Chris. I don't think I think we all think the badges are priced in, but every time we say that about the challenges. Oh, we know the challenge is coming, so those moments are appropriately priced, and then the challenge happens. We're like, ooh, challenge, and the price goes up again. I think that's the same with all these badges too. We're aware that the badges are coming, but then when you see them, it's like, oh, that's sick, man. I should have got that. So I do think there probably is some meat on that. The one thing I will say about Blake is I think there's a lot of expectation that Blake's going to come in and be useful for the Nets. Maybe he is. I hope he is, because I'm a big Blake Griffin fan, so I want him to be useful. But there's a real possibility that he's done. There was nothing we saw in Detroit this year that shows he's physically capable of playing meaningful playoff minutes. So I think a lot of people are like, oh, it's his first moment and he could potentially win a championship. How much does a championship count if you played 7 minutes a game? Do you know? So I think we just got to keep that in mind as we look at that price. But if it's his first moment, and say he's done after this year, is this his only moment? Do we only get one Blake moment on the site for all time? Because I think once he retires, his value goes up a little bit. Because Blake was very exciting for 8 to 10 years, whatever it was. It's also wild. I think he's only like 31 or 32. Wild. It feels like much older than that. Yeah, all's back to the Levert talk. Yeah, get rid of the holidays and Lamb. Andrew, this seeing stars moments are struggling. People panicked one day and the drop was crazy. Still tons of time left on the challenge, holding and hoping people desperate to grab him to complete the challenge. Yeah, I do, especially when the LeBron challenge comes out. Let's actually look at the seeing stars. I know we did this for the last couple days. What's the other filter I have on here? But anyways, we were looking at the seeing stars based on who was over $200. And at first it was only a couple of people. And then everybody went over $200 when people got excited about the challenge. And then I don't know what happened. I don't know if people got excited. They're like, oh, the prices went up. Let's just flip them. But let's see. The people over. So Embiid, Kyrie still over 200. Dame's still over 2. So I will say, right, it hasn't dipped as far back as it was from the beginning, but it has come down a little bit. Man, Devin Booker just continues to be criminally underpriced on this website. But yeah, it is a lot cheaper now to complete these challenges, especially the Durant one. I think the LeBron one, once that's announced, will get a little bit more expensive, but it does seem like the seeing stars have taken a hit. Tolbert, do we think the Knicks are going to last and make the playoffs? Who'd be a good first round matchup for them? Ooh, I think the Knicks have one of the harder schedules the second half of the year, and they've also gotten extremely lucky from three on the defensive side. Like, people are just not hitting threes against them, which you can credit D, but like, one of the stats is wide open 3-point percentage is like 20%, which that's not going to hold. But the East is so wide open, and if the Knicks decide to get wild and make a trade to make a move, because they do have the cap space to do something like that, I mean, who knows? The East is wide open. I mean, you're seeing Embiid miss a couple weeks. Durant is still out, which is kind of underreported right now. We're like, oh, they're being cautious with Durant. He's still out after the All-Star break. So who knows? I could see them having like a gross first round series against the Heat or something. I don't trust the Celtics. If they somehow get matched up with the Celtics, I could see that happening. Yeah, Blake turns 32 in 3 days. Nuts. Yeah. Ooh, there we go. Perth hit some DK. Was that last night? Yeah, we love the KPJ investment. Nerd says, can't wrap my head around why badges are going to add value. Is it just the shiny new toy mentality? I think so. And I also think, as you got to remember, we're still so early on this, right? People aren't even allowed to sign up. There hasn't even been like real marketing on Top Shot. This has all been like organic growth or like guerrilla type growth. I think, as new people come on, they're going to be like, oh, the badges, like, we're aware of the badges, but you have to think, what are we at? Like 200,000 users or something like that. And every time they open up signups, they have to shut it down because they're like, we don't have the infrastructure to withhold this. So I think there's still some shiny new toy, and then also like new users. Those are just going to become more valuable, I think. Hold on one sec. And to clear that throat. What else you got? Yeah, oh man, I would love run it back on the Lakers, Eric. Get the hell out. The Clippers, my friend. I would love to get some run it back, Blake. I pulled a Kawhi Holo out of a pack. He'll be in the next Holo challenge with Jokic as the reward. Should I say? Well, have they already announced that the Jokic Holo is going to be the reward? Whew. How much is the Kawhi Holo going for right now? Man, I would love a Jokic reward. I have the Marcus Smart Holo, so if deep threat, if we want to team up and complete this thing. Where is the Holo? I've probably already passed it. Wow, Series 2. So right here, going for 18 grand, 18.9. I would definitely hold till the challenge is officially underway and then see what happens to the price. And then if it hits a number that you're willing to flip, then you can flip to reinvest, but totally up to you. I'm like a co-owner of a Tobias Harris Holo, and we saw that was going for like 5 or 6K. And then when the challenge was announced, all of a sudden it was going for like 9K. I think it came back down a little bit, but that's a good one. I think it's coming. They've like winked at it. I think we are going to get a Kobe moment at some point. Also, I'm just going to say, as a bunch of new people have come in, if you haven't had a chance to like the stream, please do that. Also subscribe. We do the morning marketplace Monday through Friday, and then on Saturdays when I'm bored, it seems like. So go ahead, like that. And listen, we're in the 40s right now with 100 people watching. So just hit that like stream. Just like, it's very easy, very easy. All right, here we go. What else we got? Eric, my bad. I'm a Clippers fan. It's classic LA, man. It's a Lakers town. James Blake on the Lakers run it back. LOL, Dunbar will pull that one for sure. For sure. How come when I search by team, nothing comes up for Harlem Globetrotters? Great question. Great question. We need to get that. Guys, breaking news. Confirmed in the Discord, they will not be releasing any moments from the film Air Bud. Damn it. Damn it. LeBron only has 11 Seeing Stars teammates, and Durant had 12. I think that might be... So my guess is that Anthony Davis is included in that. That was my thought, right? Because technically Anthony Davis wasn't drafted, but he does have a Seeing Star moment. The other thought is like, does that Mike Conley reward get involved? Which I hope not, because requiring people to buy 5 more moments for that challenge would drive me bonkers. So hopefully it's just the AD. That would be my guess. What's up, Airy Vision? Good to see you. Yeah, so what about moments from like Mike? Oh, come on. Or the Sixth Man, starring the Wayans Bros. Yeah, instant 15K for any Kobe moment. Sounds reasonable. I'll start a GoFundMe. Any other moments you guys that you unpacked yesterday that you want to take a look at from the new one? I think my advice like overall on what the market's doing right now is just to continue waiting. Because I again, people have the limitations of what they're allowed to put on the market, what they're allowed to buy. So we're kind of seeing what normally would happen in a day take like 3 days to unfold. So I'm curious. Oh yeah, give me some blue chips, baby. Give me some blue chips. So I think, I don't know, my approach to the marketplace this weekend is probably just going to be sit back and wait, especially with the 35K moments, because I think they're all going to be listed a little bit higher than they need to be, and then they're going to come down. I think. Like De'Aaron Fox is listed at $11. I feel like he's been underpriced so much on this site, and then to see him be at $11 for his 35K moment seems kind of crazy. So for 35K, you can get for $11, and then for 15K, you can go to $25. Like, what? Wouldn't you just get the 15K Series 2 moment? I don't know. Wow, he seems pretty underpriced all around. Sub 400 for his first moment on the site. Huh. That's like the Kings problem. You know, you're on the Kings, you're underpriced unless your name's Halliburton. Eric, I'll buy anything that hits the market for $1. For real. I was really hoping we were going to get that All-Star weekend. We were going to get like a slam dunk pack or something like that. Angel says, pull the cats, only need 4 for the Conley challenge. Could cost $150 to complete at this moment. So wait out. Yeah, I'm waiting. You got 20 days. 20 days. So many more of those moments are going to hit the market. My guess, because right now, if you don't own any, I think it costs $200 or a little over $200 to complete it. It's got to be under 100. I feel like it's got to be under 100. Derek Fisher, point forward, got fish. Dagger would be a pretty cool run it back. Man, I can't wait for the run it back moments. I'm so excited for that. Also, they said in the Discord yesterday, they haven't announced what the price point's going to be for that. Because I know there was a lot of rumors that it was going to be $999. No, $999. And they haven't. They refused to confirm. So we'll see. How much do we think it's going to be? Do we think it's going to be $999? Wait, Alvin, is this true? You got 3 Eric Pascals? So you opened it 3 times. It was like Pascal. Wow. That's devastating. That's devastating, right? Like, here's the question. Would you rather have 3 different bad moments or just the same bad moment 3 times? Gift those to your friends as they come on. I got 2 Giannis blocks and a Steven Adams in my pack. Hey, 2 Giannis's, though. Yeah. Yeah, I'm a huge Nuggets fan, too, now. But, yeah, De'Aaron Fox does feel underpriced. Ooh, we're saying $4.99. I'd buy it. I'd buy it. Oh, would love a Shaq breaking the board. Whoa, Jason Sub says $14.99. Woo. Magpie, did you already look at the new rookie list that could earn you 3 badges base set series 2? Who are some of the new ones? I haven't seen Peyton Pritchard. Is he on the market yet? 340. You think he's still on the Celtics after the break or after the All-Star? Not the All-Star, the trade deadline. Classic 3. He seems like he's going to be a good rotational guy. Who were the other rookies that were in that I'd like to see some more. I can't remember. Yeah, Dan, this is the right move. Tweet Pascal, let him know you're a super fan. Tweet Damian Lee, his teammate who's already on there, be like, yo, get Pascal at me. Wow, that's wild. Honestly, did you take a screenshot of that? You like save that forever. That's funny. I like that. Saw a lot of people. I mean, it is random, and you got to think that but like that's wild. That is wild. Trevor says, "Well, the price of let's go back to the LeBron." I said we would talk about the LeBron, and then I'll go back to the rookies as you guys put them in the chat from the new ones that were listed. So that LeBron moment, what's it at now? 190. So my initial thought was that this was the initial dip of it being listed, and that it would rise back up to maybe like 250, something like that. But then everybody else reminded me there's so many that haven't been added to the market yet. So it probably comes down a little bit more. It probably does. Yeah. Craig, pick the Dame Lillard 35K moment. Not often you get a Lexus in full display in the background. I forgot that I remembered that happening when I was watching that game. I remember watching that game live. I forgot that the car was in the background. That's so funny. What does that do to the value? What does that do to the value? That's really funny. Yeah, Boston loves that dude, Peyton Pritchard. Yeah, Ari, I don't know. I mean, my initial thought was it was going to go up a little bit, but I think it might not now. I think I was wrong. I think I was wrong. I had 30 Will Barton moments and tweeted him to gift and heard crickets. Woo! He should be paying for those. Don't gift him to Will. All right, Pritchard, Tillman. Oh man, I like Tillman too. Let's look up Tillman. Actually, let's put them all in here so we can. Pritchard, McDaniels, not McFaniels, McDaniels. Who's the other? Stewart, McDermott, Okongwu. Stewart. We looked at Okongwu, but we'll pull him back up. Who is McDermott? Oh, Sean McDermott. All right, here we go. So Isaiah Stewart for 186. Okongwu. Whoops. Okongwu 220. Pritchard 340. McDaniels 285. McDermott really low 122. Tillman 220. This is what I would say. First thought on these. Like these are out of 4,000, so these seem kind of comparable to the other rookies that we saw, right? Like the Tyrese Maxeys, the Devin Vassals, similar price range. Peyton Pritchard at 340 is on like the most notable team. So we're seeing the Celtics on national TV the most. We're also seeing him play rotational minutes on a good team. So I think that is baked into the pricing. The one that sticks out to me, and I mean, I'm not saying go buy it again. But the Isaiah Stewart price sticks out to me only because the Pistons are dead set on just like playing their young dudes and figuring out this season. So I feel like we're going to see more Isaiah Stewart minutes. And he looks, he looks like his potential. He's like a Montrezl Harrell type in the, not necessarily the way he play, the energy that he brings off the bench. So he's someone to just keep an eye on. Okongwu, we haven't seen enough of just because he's been hurt. He does some interesting things, and McDaniels, man, McDaniels on the Wolves, who knows? Who knows? He's shown some flash, but that team sucks. But Xavier Tillman is another dude. I talked about him last week, and I was excited for his moment to come out. I don't think I'm buying it at 220, but I'm going to keep an eye on it. He's getting real minutes, and I think Jonas Mitch missed a lot of time early on, and Tillman like filled into the starting lineup. If you play DraftKings or Daily Fantasy, you know Xavier Tillman, because when they were missing Clark and Jonas, he fills right in, and he played so well that he's staying within the rotation. So the Tillman one is I like the Tillman one. All right, a lot of comments I missed. Let's see. 24K LeBron Series 2 assist moments minted and not in packs. Yeah. Okay. So there you go. That's why you got to keep an eye. All right. What else we got? What do you think? When do you think prices will rise back up, like late February? I don't know. I think we got to have a long-term approach. I think as they've, they did a couple things, right? We were staring at the same moments for a long time. So then we get bored with that. Then they released a shit ton of new moments. So everyone's flipping stuff. There's a lot of challenges going on. So people are trying to get liquid so they can complete the challenges. I think until they start really allowing a bunch of new users, I think that's when we saw the prices go back up, right? All of a sudden there was this influx of new users, prices skyrocketed. I think once we see that again is when it comes back up. Should I sell the DeMar moments? Totally up to you. I know I screamed team hold, but if those do seem overpriced, with the challenge going on. So, and if you're not like a DeMar super fan, Rudy Gobert bought his dunk on Giannis Serial 34. Petty move or boss move. I vote boss. Yeah, totally. I think that's sick. We had the fun idea. We were talking about how, like, are we ever going to see, right? So Rudy has that big moment where he dunks on Giannis. Are we going to see like trolls send Giannis if he's on the site, if he's got a Top Shot account? Are we going to see people send Giannis that Rudy Gobert moment? I love that. I hope that happens. I love that. Oh, shout out Martin. Working and away from the phone, but hit that like. Man, shout out Martin. We love that. I know MJ moments would break the site. I do wonder if, do we think he like softens his approach on that? Ooh, man, good for you, Dan. We were talking about that. We were talking about that yesterday, where I was shocked to see that dropped down under 3K, and see now it's right back up over 3K. I think that was a great move by you, Dan, because that moment is sick. That Vince moment is so sick. Solid retort here. Thank you, Airy Vision. We love it. Do all those things, everybody. Do them all. This is a bonus content Saturday. You weren't even supposed to get this. All right, what else did I miss? When will the Series 1 moment start going back? Is all the money locked up in challenges or two? Yeah, that's kind of what we were saying before, right? I think a combination of all of those things. I think people were excited to get some profit out, which makes sense. I think those challenges are nice. I mean, I'm going through the same thing right now. I have a few of those rising star moments, and I want to complete that Zion challenge when it's announced. So I'm looking at some of my Series 1 stuff that I'm not super pumped about, or that I'm not super pumped about, and moving off it. I think a lot of people are having that. Did you see yesterday with NBL? Yeah, about Top Shot and NFTs in general. I did that. It's really cool. I mean, this is what's so awesome about what's happening with Top Shot. It's so clear that we're about to get so much more involvement on the site once they have the infrastructure set up to handle it. And again, that wasn't even planned advertisement. It's not like the NBA is working with Top Shot right now, and we're seeing commercials and stuff like this. It's just like straight up reporting because there's been so much interest in it. So that's what makes me believe, like, even though like a lot of people got in the last 2 weeks, bought a ton of stuff, and then now saw the market dive, and I think there's some panic, which I get. It's way more fun when you refresh, evaluate market, and your ROI is 500%. And when you're seeing moments in the red, I understand like that panic, but to like zoom out a little bit, and I'm not saying this is like gold, this is guaranteed, but for them to be still in, wait, hold on, we got to share the banner. We got to share the banner for this. For them to still be in beta, I think this is good signs. I think it's good signs. So I'm comfortable with my Series 1 and just holding the stuff that I'm excited about. Ooh, Rudy. Oh my God. Moment could go viral. Yeah, you want some advertisement? Someone's going to purchase that for like 600K. Dude, I love Anton. Shout out Christian Wood. I love Christian Wood. Is he going to play again this year? Are the Rockets just going to shut him down to make sure that they get like a top 4 pick? That Series 1's come down quite a bit too. I love Christian Wood. He's the real deal. He's going to be good. Marcus said, I think we're going to be getting Cool Cats either today or tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow. Don't take my word on it. They said they weren't going to release any packs. This is what they said during office hour. No packs until the pre-order stuff got handled, and then that happened last night. So hopefully that's coming. Yeah, we showed this one a little bit earlier, Craig. That dunk is pretty cool. We like that one. All right. Any other moments you guys want me to take a look at? I'll chill for like 5 more minutes, maybe. If you haven't had a chance, please like the stream. We are up to 60 likes, which I love, but that's like half of the people here have liked the stream. Just do it like real quick. Just smash it. And then subscribe. We'll be, again, tomorrow, we'll be here for a pack opening party. So if you haven't opened up your new pack, your pre-order pack, we'll have you come on and hang out, open the pack. We're going to do giveaways and then hopefully be in line for Cool Cats. So please do that. All right, KD, let's look at the Durant new moment. I know there's been talk. Ooh, $30 for Durant, man. The one cool thing that I really like about this 35K drop is that it just gives us a cheaper entry point into some players we don't have. So like when we get some new Zion moments or Ja moments, if you're like, I didn't get a chance to get in on them early before they went nuts, and now you're like, oh, I can get a KD for $30. Which will probably go down a little bit too as more of them hit the market. That's nice. Woo! Davis Bertans, get out the way. What's Davis doing? Come on. Davis was probably just shocked he was inside the 3-point line. That's a nice dunk. What cereal is your cutoff? I don't know. Good. I mean, I think that's up to you. I don't know. Good question. I'm sorry. This wasn't helpful, Joey. This is a good question. I'll keep thinking about it. I'm not sure. I still haven't wrapped my head around what the 35K market is because we're still so new. Oh my God. Somebody said this as a joke earlier. You did? You pulled 3 DeLon Wrights in my pre-order pack? Well, good news. This is what we said. Even the worst of the worst, 3 DeLons, you still get a return on your investment. Man, EMC, when Lakers Twitter gets on here, they do love Caruso. Let's see that block. This is the earlier adopters one. Oh, wait, that's on Hart, not Harden. So did I get the... Wow, that is a... Oh, that's on Lonzo. That is a great block. Wow, what's the other one? Is it this one? Look at Caruso just having all these blocks. Woo! Off the backboard. We love that. That's a pretty cool moment. What's the price on that? $415? Yeah. I mean, how many championships is Caruso winning? Keaton, when do other pro sports join in on Top Shot? Do we need to create a new account, or is it going to be a benefit for us who create an account early? I think it's going to be a new account. You're seeing that with UFC right now, right? UFC is figuring out when they're going to open up. I know they're starting to move around. So I think it's going to be, you're going to need a whole new account. I think there'll still be opportunities to get in super early, but any thoughts on the Top Shot game rumor? Yeah, my fiance told me about it now. There's like some fantasy game that's already happening, right? Swish or something. I was not aware of that. So shame on me. And then there's also going to be the hard court, right? I'll tell you that. I'm excited. I'm excited to start fiddling around with that to figure out who my starting 5 is. I know there's going to be a KD in there. I'll tell you that. There's going to be a Halliburton. There's going to be that Zion reward that I'm going to snag. Yes, that's what's happening. Shout out to James Jones pulling LBJ. We like that. How high do you think the new Pascal Numo for the challenge will go? Will we see bar? I don't think we'll see it in the 100 range. I think the reward, like the AD, was a little bit more valuable than the Mike Conley. I think, honestly, if you're thinking about flipping those moments, I'm flipping those sooner rather than later. Right? This is for 40. There's no way. The Conley moment is not going to cost $200 to make, to complete. So this, I'm moving off of those right now. Let's look at Tobias Harris. I'm getting some love for Toby. There's that 35K. Wait, did he have a new moment come out? Am I not seeing it? Or are you just Tobias Harris dunk? Which one? I guess he only has 1 dunk, so we're looking at his series 1. This is his first moment on the site too, right? Is that his first moment? That feels very cheap for a series 1 first moment on the site. Yeah. That feels very cheap. Good call. Good call, Doug. Yeah, Swish is cool. I need to get into Swish. I haven't messed with it yet. Flipped my Oladipo for 72 earlier. Wasn't missing the early rise moments in the challenge to seem to get. Yeah, nice. I know we are the common buyer, but if you can't check Andrew Wiggins Series 1 Legendary, it's cool, but gives crappy-esque vibes. Dump. Man, Wiggins is so tough. I think people just have such a bad taste in their mouth about Wiggins. We can look at a Legendary. All right, is it this one right here? The Holo. So Series 1 Holo. Yeah, this is what I would say, Ari. If you have something you're eyeing and you're like, I could use that liquid, I wouldn't just flip for the sake of flipping, but if you're ready to find something, I like it. So Tyrell, this is tricky. Tyrell, this is what I will say. I think so with certain players, like John Wall's first moment is sub 80. That was over 100 not too long ago. I think that's worth it. I also think Hayward only has that 1 moment outside of his legendary, and that's only, or his his legendary. That's sub 50. Like, I think those, you're getting former All-Stars, maybe future All-Stars again, for pretty cheap as their first moments on the site. So those ones do stick out. Let's look at it. I know we looked at this earlier, but let's pull up the Anthony Edwards dunk one more time. I just think that's going to keep. I mean, I get it that they're a rookie. I think it was like 40 when we started looking at it, right? So it's already going down. I think my whole approach to all of these 35K is to just wait and see. I just am going to wait a little bit. Unless I have moments that need to be completed for the Conley challenge, I'm probably flipping those because those are going too high. Let's pull up Rising Stars again. Do we think it's reached its peak? So we saw them dipping a little bit. I think they're all going to dip except LaMelo seems to be holding strong. But Ja keeps flipping between 1,200 and 1,600. And that's for the Zion, right? That's for the Zion. Where's the LaMelo at? I want to see what his is at. Halliburton, too, has been anywhere between 1,200 and 2K. LaMelo's down a couple hundred. I don't know. It seems like it's coming down. This is what I would say. If you have that LaMelo, I'm going after Edwards, right? That's almost 50% of the challenge's value. And Wiseman has come down from 2K to 1,500. So I know this is a little bit more of an expensive challenge, but like I pulled the Halliburton in my Rising Stars pack. I'm going for the Zion only because that was the most expensive. Speaking of challenge, can you sell the reward after you get it? Absolutely. Yeah. Once you get the reward, you can definitely put it on the market. 35K CC's ever going for $15 again? Say a 9K serial Van Fleet. I don't know. I really don't know about the 35Ks. I don't have a feel for it yet. I think it depends. It depends how quickly we get new users. I think if we see a bunch of new users, you could see it. Got to get rid of your molder. Yeah. If you're a Rising Stars molder, what's he at right now? That's what I love about these Rising Stars challenge or the Rising Stars pack. Like you're still getting your pack 2x'd with the Michael Mulder. That's not including the Seeing Star. Wendell Carter, first moment, huge upside if he stays healthy. Man, Wendell Carter is one of the more frustrating players in the league, I think. I like Wendell Carter a lot. But yeah, that's another 12K one, right, where it's his first moment. He does have so much upside if he can figure it out. What I do like, though, is this Bulls team is kind of fun now. And because of the way the playoffs are set up, right, where it's the 7 to 10 plan, like the Bulls legit could just make a move to try to be competitive. So I like that. I like that. Yes, I am. I'm concerned. I think like when you look at the Seeing Stars, because we've seen it every time, right? With Cool Cats, the challenge ends, prices go down. We see it every single challenge. Metallic Golds, it happens. So it will dip. What I do like, if you're in the Seeing Stars challenge, and this is kind of why I like going after the challenge if I already have the more expensive pieces. I think like a Zion, a Luka, a Giannis, those guys will hold value. They'll dip a little bit, but for the most part, it'll retain value. I do think some of the dudes like Sabonis, Vooch, Jaylen Brown, Donovan Mitchell, I think those prices will dip a little bit more aggressively than the superstars, right? So I do think, yeah, I am concerned about that. But you have to like weigh that in. What's the cost of completing the challenge versus the reward of the challenge, right? So when we were looking at this the other day, the cost to complete the LeBron Seeing Stars was somewhere between like $2,000 and $2,500, let's say. How much is that LeBron going to be worth? And if you compare it to, right, we're seeing it right now. The 35K LeBron is worth like 200. The 7,500 LeBron was worth, I think, like 1,200. The 15K LeBron was worth like 800. So how many of those, again, this is out of a 10,000 serial in the Seeing Stars, how many will actually complete the challenge? If you think it's going to be sub 7,500, you said, so that means you're putting in like 2K to get back what? So you got to think about it like that. And that's why I'm thinking about it with that's why I hope they turn gifting back on so we can do some loaning and renting for these challenges. Because I want to go after that Zion, because I think that Zion is going to be out of what, like 1,000? How many people are going to complete that Rising Stars challenge? Kevin says it says signups are up and running. So it just seems like every time they say that, it comes down soon after. But hopefully that's true. Hopefully that's true. Oh, what? Yes, Ari, let's go. Let's go. Thank you, sir. We love Ari. Ari's doing some really cool stuff. You got to follow. Hold on, let me find that. I'm going to find your Twitter. Or drop it in the chat. Drop your Twitter in the chat, Ari, because Ari does some really cool stuff. Made some sick gifts for Top Shot. Did some like really cool stuff in there. So, oh wait, here it is. Oh wow, look at this. We're just gonna share this. We're gonna share this right now. So follow Ari. This is cool. We love it. We love it. Follow Ari. Thanks for the shout out. Just made a move on Ben Simmons MG. I love the MGLEs. I love the MGLEs, Dominic. And Ben Simmons seems to be someone who's also underpriced because everyone's like, why can't you shoot? Dude, sub 1,000 for a serial out of 500. That's nice. That's a good scoop. I like that. What do you think about Cameron Johnson? All right, Pure Tune. Let's talk about the Suns. Suns currently second place. Everybody's sleeping on them because they're not named the Lakers, Clippers, and because the Jazz are happening, we're sleeping on them even more aggressively. Suns are good. Suns are good. If they make a deep run, all of these guys are going to go up. I'm been very bullish on teams that are making deep playoff runs because we're going to see all these games on national TV, right? Every game is going to like carry the news, the sports news for a day. And I think the Suns are going to be a fun young story if they go deep. We're talking about Chris Paul's underrated on this site. Devin Booker's underrated on this site. This is Cameron Johnson's first moment out of 12,000. I would like for that to come down a little bit. I think if you're Gordon Hayward's only $8 more, but Cameron Johnson's young. It's not his rookie, right? It's his second year, so it's not his rookie. But yeah, I like Cameron Johnson. He's going to have a real role on a playoff team. I like that. And still it's still young. What's your thoughts on, dude, Cat is another dude that is very underpriced. Very underpriced everywhere. So what are you looking at? His rare? All right, which all right, the comment. Where we got? All right, so this one, yeah, sub 900. Sub 900 for Karl Anthony Towns. Even his holos or this metallic, this rare, the series 1 rare, 2,200. First moment on the site, right? 2,200. So here's the thing with Karl Anthony Towns. He's on the Timberwolves, who suck, who won't play nationally televised games. They're not going to get a lot of love, but he's putting up big numbers. Since he's come back, he's put up big numbers. And hey, who knows? Maybe he does a little Anthony Davis. He's like, I know I got 4 years left on my contract. Get me out of here. So I like Karl Anthony Towns. I think he's a hold long term. I do. Wow. Yeah, see, that is why you got to pay attention to the marketplace. $100 for that is nice, especially if that's in the LeBron challenge. Yeah, we need to know what that. I agree. We need to know what that moment is for that challenge. Yeah, I agree. We talked about the Tobias Harris, right? That does feel too cheap for a series 1 first moment on the site. That was very cheap. What do you think about the finals, Dwight? Oh, man, I hate Dwight, but as a player, I hate Dwight. But Dwight is another one of those guys, right? Where so this is under 900. I've talked about this with Blake a little bit and some other dudes. When Dwight retires, his value goes up. So there's not much he can do right now that's going to hurt his value or really help his value. Because even if he wins another championship with the Sixers go on a run, he wins a championship. Outside of an Embiid injury where he has to stick up, like fill in and go nuts, not a lot's going to happen that's going to increase his value. But he's going to retire, and then he's going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer. Right? He was like one of the best players on a finals team when the Magic made the finals. Like he's a legit force that's going to make first ballot Hall of Fame. And for this to be, is that also, it's not his first moment on the site, but it's still like a finals moment. So Dwight's probably a little underpriced for who he is, for what his career is in totality. Like if Top Shot started 10 years ago when he was a dominant force in the league, what would that be going for? And will we be reminded of that when he retires? Oh, you're trolling right now. You are trolling, Dominic. Do not do that. No trolls here. Yeah. You think Dwight's getting a media commentary gig? I love this take. Put him and Perkins in the same show. John Metallic Golds. I do. I mean, it might dip a little bit after the challenge, but I don't know. I'm holding Ja long term. He's so good. He's going to be good for a while. Like, even if that dips a little bit, I don't know. I think it goes back up. He's probably going to win an MVP. Who knows? I'm holding on. Do you think the run-it-back moments of players will be more valuable than their first moment on the site? So you're saying like run it backs moving forward? Is that what you mean? Because like Durant's run it back is his first moment on the site. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I think the running back moments it depends who the player is, but I think the running back moments will be more valuable. I do. All right, y'all. Thanks for hanging out. I think I'm going to wrap up. If you haven't had a chance to like and subscribe, please do that. Hit the notification bell. All of that stuff is good. If you have any final questions, throw it in there, and I'll get to it as we wrap up. But again, we'll be here tomorrow with the whole gang. The whole Top Shot Takes crew is going to be here. We're going to be, if you haven't opened your pre-order pack, we'd love to have you come on and do that tomorrow if you want to hang out. We'll be doing it most likely, I would say around like 5 Eastern, but follow us on Twitter at Top Shot Takes, and we'll get to it. This was a bonus edition. Remember, we do this Monday through Friday, but we were doing it on Saturday because we were wiling out this morning, but we appreciate everyone being here. Pay attention to the marketplace. See y'all tomorrow.